Verstappen revealed how he really thinks about Ricciardo. Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo raced as teammates for 3 seasons with Red Bull, and their relationship was seen as somewhat awkward. Many Formula One drivers are often tasked with maintaining a formal relationship with their teammates, but sometimes those requests are broken on tracks, where a little accident could damage any relationship. Daniel Ricciardo has been open about their time together, describing Verstappen as aggressive and still full of youth. What do you think about their relationship at Red Bull? Welcome to Race Pace. Hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for mouth-watering comments. After his time with Red Bull, Ricciardo first moved to Renault, which raised questions over whether Verstappen had influenced his decision to move. Daniel Ricciardo admits that he had a wonderful relationship with Max Verstappen back when he was at Red Bull, and Christian Horner, the Red Bull principal, agreed they had quite the relationship you would want from teammates on the track. Ricciardo drove for Red Bull in F1 from 2014 to 18 with Verstappen. He admits that their relationship had its friction, but it was nonetheless amazing. And the 31-year-old said in a recent interview with Ariel Helwani that he really enjoyed going up against Max during his time in Milton Keynes. Currently, the world champion, Max Verstappen, mentioned that he had a strong relationship with Daniel Ricciardo. And he still does. He mentions that they are able to talk more than just Formula One. The former Red Bull teammates live nearby to each other and have maintained a rapport since the Australian left the team in 2019. Both drivers have a couple of on-track incidents, which mostly affects driver relationships, in their time sharing the same garage. Once Verstappen clipped his teammate in Hungary, which led Ricciardo to call the junior driver a fucking sore loser at the time. Max Verstappen says he's always got on with Ricciardo because he's a really nice person and a driven person. He said, "On the track, of course, we always want to beat each other, but off the track we can have just as much." In 2015, Red Bull broke convention to offer Max Verstappen an F1 seat when he was just 17 years old and ensured that Verstappen drove for them instead of Mercedes, who had plans to put him through junior formula, similar to what they did with George Russell. After Max won his first race after being promoted to the senior team, Red Bull put their faith in him to become the youngest world champion in F1 history and emulate former Red Bull driver Sebastian Vettel, who won 4 world championships for the team. However, over the years, Red Bull has often been criticized for prioritizing Verstappen over their second drivers. Daniel Ricciardo's departure to Renault has often been regarded as such an instance. Some drivers claim that the priority placed on Max couldn't allow for any smooth relationship because he was young. But Max, on the other hand, feels okay about working with Ricciardo. "I have a great relationship with basically all my teammates, but especially also Daniel. You know, he's an amazing guy. I really get along with him well. And of course, now I've grown up a lot from when I was 17, 18. My dad has always said you can always listen to anyone, and then you just take whatever you think is necessary or what you think is good. And you try to apply that to yourself. And that's how I work." During their time together, Verstappen and Ricciardo got along well off track, but also had several controversial moments on track. The pair collided in Baku 2018, which led to a lot of reactions, as well as the Red Bull management brash reaction after the incident. This laid the foundation for Ricciardo's departure from the team to Renault for 2019. Any outsider could be forgiven for assuring the two experienced a fraught partnership, thanks to several intense on-track exchanges, such as their dramatic crash at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Ricciardo insists the opposite is true, and Max does too. Max said, "I'd say the relationship with Ricciardo and myself was better than ever. I'll be honest, I thought it would go. Just our personalities and our self-belief. I really believe he thinks he's the best in the world, and I believe I am. So, they can obviously clash, but we always managed at least 99% of the time. Managed to keep that in its place. It was cool. It was good, hard fight with him, and I enjoyed it. During his time he raced alongside Ricciardo, Verstappen won 5 races compared to the latter's 4. But greater consistency by the Australian allowed him to beat the Flying Dutchman in the championship rankings in 2 of the 3 seasons they raced together. Verstappen and Ricciardo are often seen hanging out and sharing a laugh together. That's something we've seen since their Red Bull days. Speaking on their crash, Verstappen admits that, in the years with Daniel, we were teammates. We definitely had respect for each other. But I would say we get on better than we did back then. One year he took me out at the start. I flipped him off. In Azerbaijan, we took each other out. There was definitely some tension. As a rivalry, he has probably been the biggest rival when we were mates, but that doesn't mean I don't like him. Despite the aforementioned clashes on the track, the pair remain friends even after they occupy different paddocks. Indeed, Max points out that their relationship has become even better due to the no longer being direct competitors. Daniel is in general a very positive person and always smiling. It's always a good atmosphere to be around, which is better than having a grumpy teammate who doesn't always speak to you. Not only do the friendly rivals remain pals away from the sport, Verstappen insists that they both have learned important lessons in how to maintain a healthy spirit. He mentions that having a good atmosphere in the team is important, so I'll take that on board and try to create that wherever I find myself. During the 2021 season, Ricciardo was a very good supporter of his former teammate, predicting great things for the Dutchman. Ricciardo mentioned, "There's a lot of potential. For sure, some potential greatness for Max. I think it's all about the trajectory. He was quick from day one, but I'm convinced he's a lot quicker than his first win for Red Bull, so I'm sure he'll keep improving. But it's probably going to be more of a scenario or situation if he's going to be in a car that's capable. Because Ricciardo and I both live in Monaco, we see each other a bit more, of course. We often travel to the circuits together and share a plane, for example. Then we don't only talk about Formula One. We can also talk about other things. In the end, Formula One is part of your life, but it's not everything." Daniel Ricciardo praised his former teammate for being real. He thinks Max speaks his mind out, does not shy away from sharing his thoughts, and does not fear anyone. He notably said, "For different reasons, I guess, but Max Verstappen, because you get what you see. He might not be the most approachable or funniest or whatever, but he is Max. People know that that's what they're going to get. He's a very hard racer, and obviously people like that. I was his teammate, so I've known him for quite a long time as well. And I've also seen him, let's say, mature and kind of grow. I think what he does is kind of relatable to some as well." Max Verstappen's current teammate, Sergio Checo Perez, positively speaks about Verstappen's work ethic, stating that the Dutchman rarely takes a day off in his pursuit of progress, regardless of whatever differences that they might have had in the past. Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo remain good friends. Do you agree with Max on his relationship with Daniel Ricciardo? What do you see? Let us know your answers in the comments below. And also, like and share the video with your friends. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to get all our content as it comes.